My name is Ambassador Abdul Dambature, the President of Northern Nigerian Youth. I want to quickly call the attention of a very bad man based on the comment he did against our father, our royal leader, the Sultan of Sokoto. We want a very dark man should quickly withdraw his statement and apologize to the Sultan of Sokoto. And we, the Northern Nigerian, we are giving very dark man 48 hours for him to do that. Thank you very much.
What happened has happened, and it's there. You can't come and through social media. But that's one terrorist organization, social media. Social media is a terrorist organization. What they do, when somebody is in his comfort room and formulate stories, and you will see where that is true. So, social media is a terrorist organization that we must deal with. Security agencies must deal with this terrorist organization called social media. So we're not happy with what's been happening either on the plateau or something.
All right, so you heard the Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Muhammadu Sa'adu Abubakar III. He just said that social media is a terrorist organization and that it must be dealt with by the security agency. So basically now, he has started a campaign against social media. That's just the start of a campaign against social media. If you remember, they are already pushing for a bill that was led by Ned Nwoko. I saw it online. Led by Ned Nwoko, that's social media should be regulated. So now this man don't join in voice as the Sultan of Sokoto. They are slowly strengthening it. So they are moving towards regulating social media. Now, sir, I want to understand that because of your reason you gave, that somebody can just sit down inside his house and make a publication, a false publication, and then that is injurious. Yes, you are right on that part. A lot of people take advantage of social media. But if that is your reason for calling social media a terrorist organization, then I would say you are emotional. You know, I would just say Nigerians should not be angry because our father just spoke out of emotions. Maybe somebody somewhere made a publication about him or some of his friends that he knows maybe it is not true. So it got him in the mood to say, okay, you know what? Social media is a terrorist group. But it is offensive to us that use social media to do good, that use social media to fight for the right of others, that use social media to fight for victims of scam, victims of fraud, to help communities that don't have water get water, to support a lot of youths that are victims of the bad economy of this country. A lot of youths, by supporting them, okay, take this small money to start business. I know a lot of good that myself and my team have used social media to do in just a short period of time. So without social media, how are we going to do all these things? Immediately I watched the publication, in my head I'm like, wait a minute, let me say our forefathers, they really suffer, because a lot of people don't benefit from this social media. Like I said, there are a lot of disadvantage of it too. But the disadvantage can never outweigh the advantage, because the advantage of social media is 92 to 8%. 92 to 8%. Now, to the Sultan of Sokoto, I respect you very much and I will never disrespect you, because you are a first-class king in Nigeria, very influential, and your word holds a lot of strength and a lot of water. Thank God, God's so kind that you see a lot of things that go on social media. So I'll just call your attention to some, in case you are not seeing them, so that you can look them up. So I'm glad you have a phone. Sir, please, can you call the federal government, can you call their attention to what is happening in Jos Plateau State? On the 13th of April, Palm Sunday, on the 13th morning, on Sunday, a community in Plateau State was attacked. And that day, that Sunday, it claimed the lives of over 70 people. Before that day, Bokos community in Jos was also attacked. Up till today, justice has not been served. And as we are speaking now, I am pretty certain that they are still planning on attacking Jos. Like I said in my previous video, Jos is one of the most attacked states in Nigeria. It's one of the states that suffered insecurity more than any state in Nigeria. Jos and Benue State. Again, while we are still talking about Jos, another attack happened in Benue State. So, sir, you can use your influence to call on the attention of the federal government to do something about the security of people. Please, sir. This same place you are calling a terrorist organization or saying that it's a terrorist app or anything, it's the same people that are using. That's how we cry to you, because how do we assess the government? The government don't listen to us. Now the same social media now where you call terrorist organization, now so I take note saying Nigerians are being trafficked to Ivory Coast, which we are trying. It is the same social media that Alan Oyema, the owner of APs, saw it that Nigerians are being there are Nigerians stranded in Ivory Coast as a result of trafficking. Now Alan Oyema said, I will drop my plane for you people to go and bring the girls. Without social media, how will Alan Oyema see these things? With the same social media, I have rescued some girls. I cannot begin to list what I have done with social media in the past 2 years that I've been present on this media. I cannot even begin to list it. That is from me. There are still other creators, there are still other influencers that have been doing amazingly well. I want to believe that as the Sultan of Sokoto, you are still even learning. And you learn online. Without social media, you cannot do your PhDs, you cannot do your masters. Because, my father, you are very educated. See the way you speak. Intellectually sound. So you do online classes that I'm pretty sure of. Or maybe you have done it in the time past. So without social media, how does this thing? A lot of information that is being passed. Like now, one of the one where Tinubu say they do, where I don't even believe whether they do am true or false. This one where they talk say student loan. A lot of information. People don't watch TV anymore. People don't read newspapers anymore. It's only social media. So you cannot come out and say social media is a terrorist organization. It is very offensive to people like us that use social media to do good. So please, sir, use your office, since you watch the media, to call on the attention of the federal government about this injustice. See, Enugu women are still crying up to tomorrow. These herdsmen, they buy them for bush. But yes, sir, they are still crying tomorrow. Edo State, we are still crying to tomorrow. Borno Meduguri has suffered a lot till tomorrow. Without social media, how do we do all these things? So now, with this viewpoint of mine, I believe I'm able to convince and not confuse you that social media is not a terrorist organization and can never be a terrorist organization, because the advantage of social media outweighs the disadvantage of social media in existence. Thank you very much, my Lord. God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. Peace and love, and don't play. This class can be coming. Respect, my Lord. Thank you, my father. Please, sir. Social media is not a terrorist organization. Thank you, sir.
So finally, they don't declare. Say social media, or those of us who do social media, they say we'll be terrorists. Nah, Sultan of Sokoto, night talker, they say we are terrorists. So he's asking the security agencies to deal with it. Why? He said we just sit down our house. We go just create news. And the news we don't do. So therefore, we're a terrorist organization. Watch this.
What happened has happened, and it's there. You can't come and be through social media. But that's one terrorist organization, social media. Social media is a terrorist organization. What they do, when somebody is in his comfort room and formulate stories, and you will swear that it's true. So, social media is a terrorist organization that we must deal with. Security agencies must deal with this terrorist organization called social media. So we're not happy with what's been happening either on the platform or some or other.
You see, may we just share the position. Today, gossip me now, bandits. Gold mine. That one, ESN. All of us, they say we are not good people. What is our northern elites? They hate progress. As we know, they get on carry Kenya and go streets, run follow governor for us to weekend is so nice. The fact that I can sit in my house and get a news and talk about it, it is verse our northern elite. That was how they came up with Boko Haram. That Western education is haram. If you not no one do it for that, someone no do it. We will do it for you. Abi, the fact that they do things and before they know, the news just circulates everywhere. You know, back in the days, youth, Gen Z's no go understand. Back in the days, news will happen today, not tomorrow. You go see. When I say back in the days, they never tell. Year 2000, year. News will happen today. You must wait till tomorrow. We'll point out newspaper. We'll call poster for front of them. They send newspaper to hear what happened yesterday. But now, as it happen, we can tell the world that Northerners are not drinking beer. They destroy beer and then they collect the tax what we pay for beer from Lagos. All those ones are the president. If you no one broke, how will you think you know what better for long look at do? When force us to amalgamate us to a country, you know, we are not a country. With the Jebus did their own, the Lake Eko did their own, Benin Empire was an empire, where we land from Warri. We had different empires. Your empire. Now British call capture all of us, force us be one country. We they go left, the Northerners they go. We they go right, Northerners they go left. And they don't just want to go to their left. They want to drag us and join them. If you don't like social media, don't do it. We like it, so we are doing it. This noise, the one that they make, now the one that they feel they talk about these things. One, I know they feel they talk about bandits and herdsmen where they cause problem around this country like that. Now because of the quick see the news, tell you what, herdsmen don't do this, so herdsmen don't do that, now they pay them. But we'll continue to talk to people lie. This is a movement that is taking over the world. You cannot stop it. You cannot stop it. When good Ultimatum was in power just now, the PC wanted to remove it. They use social media. Now they don't have power. Now once we talk about regulate social media, once we give this, let us arrest them. Once we talk, let us ban them. Let them register office. Let them do this so that we can see them. But when you are using this propaganda of social media now to remove good law, it wasn't a crime. We're ready for now. We'll continue to talk. It will depend on that. The fire will depend on that. People could hear the wickedness what they do.
But if that is your reason for calling social media a terrorist organization, then I would say you are emotional. You know, I would just say Nigerians should not be angry because our father just spoke out of emotion. Maybe somebody somewhere made a publication about him or some of his friends that he knows maybe it is not true. So it got him in the mood to say, okay, you know what? Social media is a terrorist group. But it is
very dark man. If to say na Ruben Abati or Abike talk say social media is a terrorist organization, would you have been so kind with your words? Would you have would you have chosen your words rightly? Would you have been economical with the way you are bringing out words from your mouth? You don't see who pass you now, you know. You don't get respect all of a sudden. A whole you get respect. Ah, this is new, this is strange, this is something new. So you can have respect for elders. That's good. That's good. So you have double standard now. You get the way you for don't abuse Ruben Abati, the way you for don't abuse Abike, the way you for don't abuse other people. If to say that them talk say social media is a terrorist organization, try that we for don't hear word. But now see how careful you are, see how you're selecting your words, yeah.
Thank you. I go by the name Black Mamba. Don't forget, I thank God for my subscribers, my phone and my sub. If you like, if you comment, if you subscribe, I'll keep thanking God for you. I love you all.